Well, here we are. Morning, everybody. It is a Thursday morning, and I did say to you, when he comes back, I'm going to get him on the show. Here he is, Kilsyth, the best butcher in the world, Big John, Teddy Bear. As you can see, John.
Good morning, Webby.
How are you, big man?
Fine, how are you?
Great to see you. Absolutely great to see you. Really love it.
Yeah.
I said we get him back on. Now, look, before we start, first and foremost, a big shout out to Jason and Julie of the Three Horseshoes. We're down here, obviously, in his little manor. I'll take it over when football comes on, as you probably know. Now, if you look behind me very, very quickly, you can see all the football that's on this week and next week. Obviously, you've got Georgia, Scotland tonight, Finland, Northern Ireland, England, Malta, Friday night, and all the rest of the football. There's no, because of international duty, you've got the England games, then you've got no weekly premiership, which is for us is a pain in the neck, to Terry and to me, into Simon, and to me number 4 and number 5, and Foggy number 99. But on top of that, look what I've just done. If you've not subscribed to the channel, Webby Sports Roundup in Kilsyth, my manor in the south of Tenerife, in the sun. Today's going to be 30 degrees again. Look to your left, and you can see Webby Sports Roundup on YouTube. That's going to be there forever. Because if anybody takes it off, you know they're up for it. I'm going to knock them straight out, all right, with my Ricky Hatton glove, all right? And you can subscribe for free. Right. A few months ago, I don't know when it was, but it's probably 2-3 months ago, I got the big man on. We did the interview in an apartment where he was staying at. Big Ian, good friend of mine, really good friend. He's away at the moment, and he's let John... have you had a buckshy again, son, or is he taking some coppers off you?
No, buckshy.
Is that for a couple of chops and a bacon sandwich? Absolutely superb. So we did it last time in there, and if I remember, I kept rattling the table. Listen, we're down here. We got it here. We'll either do it in here or do it down in Monte Cristo. One or the other, doesn't matter. This is my 2 pubs I go into. I go to Monte Cristo early doors, and when the football's on, I'll come and see Jason to watch all the football in Kilsyth, the only pub to go to. Right, let's kick this off. Rangers Football Club. We were talking last time, again, 2 or 3 months ago. Not a happy time at that particular time. There was a man in charge, Michael Beale, who really hasn't or never really had a lot of background in management, etc., etc. And you did say on air, Webby, he's got to go.
Yes.
What happened?
Well, he went. Not long after the interview, probably 2 or 3 weeks after the interview,
Yeah.
Veal went. Then we were in for an international break at the time when we started looking for a new manager.
Yeah.
We obviously taken our time during that period of time to get the right person.
Of course.
And of course, obviously it came down to 2 in the end up, with Souness in the background mentoring the Rangers through the interview programme and the stages.
Who was the 2?
Frank Lampard and Clement.
Gotcha. Okay.
Thank God. I mean, I don't think, nothing against Lampard, but I don't think he's a proven manager yet. He's been with a couple of clubs and never really done anything with them. Whereas Clement has done it in Belgium. He's won 2 league titles in Belgium, and it's been a success. So picking him, I think, was the right way forward and going forward with him.
Yeah, I was checking last night 1 or 2 stats in bits and pieces, and the thing is with Michael Beale, you see, he's with Rangers managers forever. He's got the 2nd best rate of wins. But it doesn't count, does it? 72% of ratio of wins. And when you play in the Scottish Premier League, well, we all know, we're not going to name the other side at the moment, there is only really 2 clubs, in inverted words, that's going to win the title because of the money, the background, and whatever they got. And you've got to be better than 72%, as far as I'm concerned. You've got to be 80 plus to win titles. You've not had it your own way recently, but I think now with this new manager, it's looking really, really good. Now, as I said, Ali McCoist had the best ratio as a manager for Rangers. Beale the 2nd, but as I said, for 72%, it's not good enough. Now you got this new guy because he was only in the job, Beale, for 11 months. Which is not long, but he never, from November of last year. But there was problems from day one. There was a lot of your fans, supporters didn't want him in so many. So from there, he's had to try and turn the club around, turned the supporters round, in what have you. I don't think he was your man from the start, was he?
No. He wasn't my man from the start, as I said in the last interview when we done it 5-6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay, as I said then, on the training ground, it's just a different ball game when you're on the pitch and you're managing. Out with the football aspects, getting involved with the people here, there, and going out and high-fiving people in the stand and drinking in clubs, etc., and getting involved with fans. To me, that's not the type of Rangers manager we look at. We look at a Rangers manager who's more professional in the way he conducts his business and the way he conducts a football club. Michael Beale tried to mix, I think, as well, too much with the fans and socialising, etc. Whereas Clement, as you can see now, I mean, the dress code says his attitude towards the club, his whole programme is entirely different from what...
Like in Alex Ferguson of Man United.
Yes.
He's the boss. He does it. When Beckham was there, all of them, Roy Keane, listen, if you're going to make a mistake, you're gone. You know, I'm the boss, and Clement is doing exactly the same.
He's come in and he's stated, I'm the boss.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's done absolutely superb, hasn't he? You know, I've gone through a couple of stats with him. I mean, I didn't know till recently that he played for my beloved club Coventry for 1 year, played 12 times.
Lucky for him.
And lucky for him. Thanks. I think 6'2", 6'3", a big centre half.
Right.
Yeah, he looks the best. He's got ball head like me and him.
He's a tall lad. I mean, when the ball comes out to the side of the park, you still see he's got a touch or two when he's putting it back.
When the ball was there. Now, I did check again. He's from Belgium. He was a defender, and he was at Genk, Bruges, and you got him from Monaco, which obviously Belgian football at the moment, over the last few years, it's been on the up.
Yes.
They're a top international side now, with regards to the football. They've got some great Lukaku. I mean, Hazard. Right, those are starting to go overboard now. And then you got the Man City guy. God, what's his name? He's injured. One of the best players they got. They're number 10, blonde hair, Belgium. I'll think of it in a minute. That's you know who he is. So you've got some great Belgian players. So he knows the score, and it's a good league.
Yes,
you know, it's a good league over there. There's not like one or two who are the top in that particular country. You've got 4, 5, 6, and 7, which is what's good. And obviously Monaco, cracking side in France. So you got it from him. Now you were telling me about Graham Souness. I think I was told he was on the committee to pick a particular manager.
Yes, he was in the committee to pick the right person to have the proper credentials to run the Rangers Football Club. I mean, Graham Souness himself was a legend when he was a legend as a football player with Rangers, Liverpool, etc. I mean, a fantastic manager who changed the Rangers Football Club right around. I mean, if they're going to have anybody in the background selecting and helping along, who else would you put in rather than Graham Souness? I mean, who else is there that you could have put on the committee to pick the manager? And
well, when you look at it, hard men, you speak to most professional footballers and you say, who's one of the hardest men that you have played against? And he'd be in the top 3, wouldn't he?
Yes.
When he played for Liverpool. I mean, his boot would go in, his head would go in, like an Andy Gray.
That's it, yep.
You know,
he was a winner.
Yeah, he was a winner. So wherever he's done it, he's a winner.
Yep.
And Ian, our friend Ian, who's obviously away at the moment, and he'll be over soon, our good friend, who you got your Buckshire apartment from, we don't want to tell everybody. Or they'll all be jumping on the boat. He keeps saying that he's saying that, what is it, that he knows Graham Souness, doesn't he? He knows Graham Souness. And has he got brothers as well?
He's friends with Graham Souness, his brother, yeah.
Well, that's right, yeah.
Bill, who stays not far from where they stay, actually.
Yeah.
So he's quite friendly with Bill Souness.
So he has some good background information,
yes.
which he tells us, and you and me, and well, which is good. Right. Now, there's cards on the table. I've got some notes here, but just going to try and talk in general. He's turned it around. Let's go to some of the games. Since he's been on, he's not lost. I mean, the last 3 games, you took on Livingston away last week. You won 2-0.
Yes.
Did you watch the game?
Yes.
How did they play?
The game at Livingston, we could have been 3-4-0 up in the first half. We went up 2-0, 2 lovely goals. Cantwell and Danilo. 2 fantastic goals once again. The players, when you look at them now compared to when they were playing for Bailers, the players are now thoroughly believing themselves.
And they're fit.
They're out there. They look fitter.
Yeah.
They're eager.
Yeah.
They're fighting.
Yeah.
They're playing 90 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not a case of coming out and playing, not wanting to play for each other. They begin to believe in each other.
That's good.
They begin to gel as a team. Well, I think, again, this could be coming from the training ground, because when Clement came, and he came in and he said that, he couldn't believe a club had so many injuries.
Yeah.
And I think he turned around and says to some of the players, the whole training regime needs to change, which he's doing step by step, obviously. A few of the games where we went in at half time and came back out in the second half, it's like a different team that's come back out in the second half. It's a team that's come out with a fighting spirit, a team who wants to win, a team who wants to be there.
Yeah.
And we didn't have this when Beale was there. Clement's there, he's on the touchline. You can see him, he's organising, he's orchestrating, he's in the ref spaces, he's in the official spaces, he's shouting for everything. He's backing up the supporters, he's backing everything up.
And you've got a good captain, Tavernier, the right fullback, he's the captain, isn't he?
Tavernier, he's the captain.
He's got plenty.
And Jack Butland as well, he does a lot of shouting and a lot of talking, which is good for the team. We've got more vocal now than when we were 5-6 weeks ago.
Well, Jack Butland, little story there is very good friend of mine. I met him here in the Three Horseshoes, a guy called Dave Watson, ex-goalkeeping coach. And he's good friends with him. And he brought him up or brought him on. And he was at the game. I'll tell you when he was at the game. And I've got the photographs of a video. St Mirren Rangers. And I think you beat them 2-0.
That's right, yes.
Yeah, and he was there. And he was one of his guys that he brought up. He's ex England under 21 goalkeeping coach. He was at Barnsley for 6 or 7 years. Cracking guy. If you want to Google that, Dave Watson, goalkeeping coach. I'm very good friends again with Jack Butland. And he said, Webby, he's a cracking goalkeeper, and he's done well for you, hasn't he?
Yes, fantastic. He's been absolutely outstanding. I mean, don't take it away from Alan McGregor, who was an absolute legend for the club. And I think the difference between the two is Butland comes out and he's out his box and he's demanding and he shouts and screams. And to get a replacement straight away to replace McGregor has been an absolute dream for Glasgow Rangers. And
the confidence. When you've got a good goalie, the back four, the confidence to pass it back and vice versa, aren't they? It's all about confidence. Right. Livingston, are they on a synthetic pitch or is it
synthetic?
So what is it? Yeah, it was.
Same as Kilmarnock.
Yeah, same as Killy, that's right. Yeah, gotcha. Right. Let's go on to the Europa Cup a little bit. The game before, Rangers, you beat Sparta Prague 2-1, who were a cracking European. So I thought it was a great win. You were 2-0 up. I think they scored late on, so you were hanging on a little bit, I think. I'm assuming you watched that game.
Again, we came out. And we were very comfortable. We had a fantastic first half. We were very comfortable. And then the second half we came out, we were still comfortable on the ball. We could have killed the game off if we went 3-0 up. You're sitting back and saying, well, that's it, the game's over.
Yeah.
Then Sparta score a goal.
Yeah.
Then squeaky bum time, you're playing the game out.
Yeah.
Fantastic result. I mean, don't take away from Sparta. Sparta Prague are a first-class team.
Totally.
Once again, it's in Europa League.
And you drew 0-0 over there, didn't you?
Yeah, we drew 0-0 in Sparta, yeah.
Sparta is one of you. So you look as if you're going through to the next stage.
Well, we play Limassol. That's the next game.
Next game,
next game at home, and we play Limassol. We beat them, and we go through.
Yeah.
We could top the group.
Yeah, I know.
You never know.
Which would be fantastic.
But absolutely. Where we should be is playing European football again after Christmas.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and that's it. But going back to this injuries things, I watch a lot of games, in the Premiership football, Coventry, my football team, and we got a lot of injuries, and you think to yourself, come on, you're getting paid all this money, you're watching a game, and after 60 minutes, they're putting up with an hamstring, and I'm thinking. Then he pulls up with a hamstring and he's got a groin. And you're thinking, what is happening? What is this? It's got to be the training session. Got to be in there.
It's got to be happening in the training ground. There's always been a problem at the training ground and and for Rangers. There's always been some sort of problems in the training ground and pick up a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
But then you look at Rangers and you look at Danilo. He's came back from his facial injury there. He's wearing the mask, etc.
Yeah.
Would have Bill put him back right into the team the way Clement put him back in the team? No, I don't think so. Clement's came back. He knows. He's came on. He scored 2 fantastic goals.
Yeah.
Cantwell, young boy, came back from injury. Total workhorse. What's he?
I didn't think much of him. I thought I watched him at Norwich City. Thought he was a cracking player there. Fulham's a bit lightweight. He's like a number 10 if he can be. He got 2 good feet in one of you, very nippy. But I'll be honest with you, I've watched a couple of Rangers games recently, and he looks as if he's on the money now. He's up for it.
Yes. And then you've got to take your hat off. And the statement Clement made when he came as a manager, that he'd introduce the youth into the team.
Yeah.
And he's brought the young boy McCausland there into the team. He's brought him on as a substitute a couple of games.
Yeah.
The skill and the touches the boy's got is phenomenal.
Good.
He started against Livingston there last week as well.
Yeah, that's good.
Great to see. Let's get him tied down in a long-term contract, because the contract is obviously finished.
Somebody bigger come in for him if you don't.
And if we don't, again, as you say, somebody bigger will come in.
They will, yeah.
We've got players coming back now. Lawrence is back in the team, coming back from injury. Lundstrom's looking where he was a season ago. But want to fight and want to dig again, and want to be there and be part of it.
You've got to bring these young boys on, but slowly but surely.
Yes.
Pat them on the back, give them, as a manager, then you've got 11 players. You treat them more differently. Him, you can shout and scream, knock his head off. Him, you've got to put your arm around and say, listen, this is the score. You've got to treat them differently, not all the same. I agree with that. And bring your boys up.
Young can't really get, he gets himself silly bookings at times. But let's be honest, let's be fair. I mean, he does get booted about the park a bit.
Yeah.
He does win a lot of fouls for us and a lot of free kicks in dangerous areas. And, I mean, if he just falls back for retaliating some of these, I mean, I'll make him a better player.
Like a Greenish of Man City, very, very similar. He gets the fouls, gets the free kicks. Well, let's move on to semi-final of the Scottish Cup. You went to Hampden Park, you took on the Jambos, and you beat them 3-1. I watched bits of that. You turned them over already, didn't you?
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, we absolutely destroyed Hearts that day. We struggled again before. We scored the 2 goals in injury time in the league prior to playing them in the semi-final of the Cup. It was 2 late goals. But again, we believed in ourselves fighting till the end, which we didn't have before. We came to Hampden, we played them in the semi-final, going now to play Aberdeen in the final.
They got the Pittodrie boys in the final. And they got absolutely stuffed 6-0 by Celtic last week. Absolutely humiliating.
It's always the same when they've got, for some reason, every time they come and play Celtic, they come with their sleeping bags. They never seem to get out their sleeping bags Aberdeen against Celtic.
They were poor. Watch bits, poor. Very, very poor. Other games, since obviously taking over, you turned over Dundee home and away, 5-0 away. You beat them 2-1 at home, which is a bit tighter. The Sparta Prague we talked about. You beat Hibbies 4-0 at home, sort of 3 weeks ago, if I remember.
4-0 at home. I mean, Hibs just didn't show up that day at all, did they? I mean, it's maybe a case of Hibs didn't show up, or Rangers are just outclassing them now. I mean, we've stepped up to the level where it should be, and we are only going to get stronger and better, as I said in the last interview.
You know, the enthusiasm that you're giving to me and to the viewers today, compared with 6, 8, 10 weeks ago, is a different ballgame. You were on your level was down there going, oh, he shouldn't be here, Webby, and you're a bit down. But now, you're thriving, you're buzzing. Rangers Football Club is an institution. I've got Paul Stewart on next week sometime. We're going to have a good chat about your football club as well. He's got great things to talk about. I just didn't realise how big it was when I interviewed him, as well as you. You're North America, you're Australia. You're phenomenal. You really, really are. Since I've been doing this, I've always watched football, as you know, many, many years, but I didn't realise how big your football club is since I started doing these interviews and people talking to me and what have you, which is fantastic. I love it. Listen, I got the passion, you got the passion, and it's superb. I love it.
It's fantastic. I mean, we went to Livingston. I mean, the firework displayed upon at Livingston was fantastic as well, and the fans were absolutely unbelievable. But, I mean, keep the Polytechnics at home, boys. And I mean, yes, well, we're all excited and the way we're playing the football at the moment.
For sure.
The fans are very passionate, as you say. We're an institution. Everybody's up. I mean, even when you go down, when I go down the club to watch a game, everybody's got a bit of happiness back about it.
Good.
Whereas before, they were all dull and gloom. And, you know, you were saying, oh, this is crap, that's crap. Well, what's happening here? What's happening there? Now you're talking, oh, he was fantastic. He was good. You know.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. I'll check in 1 or 2 other bit of stats now. European football goals, the highest goal scorer ever in European football goals.
Is
come on, big man.
The Colombian.
Begins with an M.
Alfie
Morelos. I didn't realise he'd taken over Annie McCoy.
He's taken over Annie McCoy last season.
Was it last season? Was it? Yeah.
Was it last season? I think he came over Alan McCoy last season. Yep.
Now, Alan McCoy is he's a living legend. Wherever he goes, if you pick 5 footballers and 5 people you want to go out for a drink in another session, Alan McCoy is one, isn't he?
Oh, he's a character. Character in football, also a character in sports channels, and obviously all the rest of the stuff he does for sport. He'll always be well known.
I remember, I probably talked about it last time we had an interview. Because I've had a few pubs over here and a lot of Rangers fans, etc. And Ian Durant came in. I was doing a bit of a booking work then, took a bet off him, and people said, "Do you know who that is?" I said, "No, I'm not too sure." So I went out, "Oh, it's Duranty, innit?" So I got a signed shirt off him. That's all on the wall. Got it home, and had a good chat with him one afternoon, and talked about various stories. And Alan McCoy's popped up. And then we looked at it, he said, "Webby," he said, "You've got to shut up." I said, "Why?" He said, "The message is coming," because there were stories about him and Ali McCoy. Yeah, great story. That was absolutely brilliant. Loved it. I just checked also the titles, Scottish Cup, League Cup titles. If you add them all together, Rangers is one ahead of their big rival Celtic. They've got 115, you got 116. How it stands is the league titles, Celtic 53, Rangers 55. Scottish Cup, they're 41, you're 34. But the League Cup, you're 6 up on them, 27-21. So you're only 1 in front of all 3 together. That's how tight it is. How you 2 big clubs over the past 100 years or what have you.
Come December, we'll be 2 up.
Yeah. Oh. You mean so by December you've got to get the League Cup and the Scottish Cup. So that means
we'll not have the Scottish Cup. We'll have the League Cup by December.
You won't can't be December, can it?
No, we'll have the League.
You'll get too excited, John.
The Viaplay Cup,
and you can have not the Europa Cup. Obviously that's great. Right, listen, that's been fun. Let's just get 1 or 2 little questions out of the way, which I always ask. I think I asked you last time. Best player that you have seen in a Rangers shirt?
Best player that I've seen during my time in a Rangers shirt has got to be Davy Cooper.
Davy Cooper? Yeah. Gotcha. Played on the wing. Was he left-footed?
Yes.
Left-footed. Good memory of that. Yeah, good. He was a good player, wasn't he?
He was a fantastic player.
Why here? What brings Davy Cooper to the table?
Dribble a ball, beat players, score goals.
Yeah.
His skill was phenomenal.
Yeah.
He was a phenomenal player, Davy Cooper, for the Glasgow Rangers.
Best ground you've ever been to? Obviously, I'm assuming you've been to 1 or 2 round.
Best ground I've ever been to? Probably Anfield.
Somebody said Anfield a few weeks ago, actually, who I into a company, wasn't it? They said Anfield, yeah.
Yes.
I bet that's a great atmosphere.
Yes, fantastic.
That's absolutely awesome atmosphere. Right, let's think of the 1 or 2 great. I'm going to get this last question out first, and I always say it. Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi.
God, do you know something? These last few interviews, I've been absolutely hammered. I'm a Ronaldo fan through and through. I'm a Messi fan as well. The only reason I picked Ronaldo, I know he chucked his dummy out and he wants to be this and this and that, but I'm just looking at where he's done. He's done it in America. He's done it in, obviously, in where he is now, in Saudi Arabia. He's done it with Man United. He did it with Real Madrid. Wherever he's played, he's done. He can head the ball. He can left foot, right foot. Messi, all right, is a bit more limited. Paris Saint-Germain, obviously. Then you had Mbappe, and one of Neymar. You had all 3 up front. But why Messi? What?
I think Messi, he could take on 3-4 men.
Yeah.
And get in the box and score to some fantastic goals.
Yeah.
Ronaldo was only a 1-touch, 2-touch, and then. Ronaldo was fantastic at the free kicks, but Messi had the skill as a player.
Yeah, he did.
Getting into the box and scoring.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he did. Yeah. If you had a player that you wanted to come to Rangers Football Club now, that you would love to sign, is there one? I know. I've hit you with that one, haven't I? But if you say, look, I'd love to have him. I'd love to have him, Webby, and put him in a Rangers shirt, and that would give us a real big treat. Is there one out there you would help? Don't say Haaland, because they all want Haaland, don't they? 6'6", you know what I mean? Bit like a brick, yeah.
Haaland would be fantastic, but you need to sell the full of Rangers football. Try and fund them.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I know.
At the present moment in time, I mean, I think we've got a squad there now who can gel. Who would you bring in?
Yeah. Because the money's not. Are you going to have money in January?
Well, hopefully, I mean, if Cornell has the money in January, I think it wouldn't bring in a lot of players. I don't think he'd probably bring in maybe one or two.
Yeah. Do you honestly think you've got a great chance of taking your rivals on at the end for the end of the season between now and then?
Yes, I firmly believe. I mean, the deficit just now is obviously sitting at 8 points because Celtic's played a game more than us.
Yeah.
It comes back to 5 points. We're getting into the next Old Firm game. It could be taken back to 2 points.
Yeah.
Unless Celtic lose points before then as well.
And there's always got to be a chance, haven't there?
A few weeks ago, you would have said to yourself,
no chance.
Well, where are we going to go? I mean, are we going to accept? If you don't accept it, you've got to keep fighting till the end.
Yeah.
Always believe you're going to be there in the end.
Listen, I don't think I've missed anything. I think we've had another fantastic interview. I enjoy your company, and when you're out again, we'll sit here again and do another interview. Last and foremost, I always say, do you want to say hello to anybody? I know you've got family, grandchildren, sons, brothers, sisters, everybody. Go on, shout them out.
So say hello to all the boys back home at the club and all the boys that go down and watch the football with us. We'll say hello to Zabri and Robert, Big Bev, who works behind the bar, who looks after us when we're in the club when the football and that's on, and do a fantastic job.
Well, absolutely superb. And your good lady, Cindy?
Well, she's back up there in the apartment. She'll be sitting waiting to get back up there to have a coffee.
Yeah, as you do.
And say hello to all the family, to Kirk, my daughter, Ainsley, Dale, and their partners.
Lovely.
Valerie and...
Plenty. Got big family. Right, listen, we're going to finish now. For all you viewers that have not subscribed, then all you got to do is look at that to your left and my right. Webby Sports Roundup. Subscribe for free. That's the first thing. Any comments down below, please, wherever you are in the world, whether Australia, North America, something that you don't agree with Big John or something you agree with him, or anything that I've actually said, send your comments and I'll send the comments to John. We love your comments. I'd send a reply to every single one. We've also got a Facebook page that my number 99 Foggy, who's out in January, he can't wait to meet my number 2, number 3, that's for sure. Join the Facebook page. And all I can say is, from me, Webby, from Big John, to Big Man.
Yes, mate.
And don't forget, John, he's at Kilsyth. He's got the butchers. Where's your butchers?
Kilsyth, Main Street, the Cross Butchers.
So the Cross Butchers, Main Street in Kilsyth. Get in there. Now, you remember last time, there was always one or two going in and getting their 5 and 10% discounts. I think they were being cheeky and they were overrunning, taking a mickey out of being with me. It ain't going to happen. And we're going to put 10% on. So pop in there, go see Big John to say, listen, I've watched you on Webby Sports Roundup and it'll be fantastic. We want this to go worldwide. Okay? Don't forget. So tune in. This will be on in the next couple of days. Webby Sports Roundup in my manner. In the 3 All Shoes today, all the football on here in south of Tenerife, CAIXESBBXXX. You take care. John, super big man.
Cheers,
love you. And we'll see you again very, very soon.
Cheers.
From me, Webby, don't forget, subscribe for free. You know it makes sense, don't you? Speak to you soon.